Okay, this is it. They are called Herakut, and that's a combination of their names. Jasmine is Hera, Falk is Akut. They are from Germany, and their art is quite amazing. You'll be able to see it right here in San Francisco right now at 941 Geary Gallery, one of my favorite places. So welcome, please, Jasmine, who is Hera. Jasmine's right here. Falk, who is Akut. Love that. And Justin Giarla, who is here from 941 Geary Gallery. Thank you all for being here. This is some very unusual art. It's on, some of it is on buildings. Is that right, Akut?
Mostly. We came from graffiti. We got a graffiti roots, graffiti background, and yeah, we're painting walls. That's our start, how we start work together. Yeah.
Paint on walls. And what's amazing is you two do it together without fighting, without being angry. A man and a woman painting together one set of images. I mean, and this is, here's a building that you've painted on. So tell me, Jasmine, how do you describe your art? How do you tell people about it? Because it's very unusual.
Well, it's I guess the genre would be like street art or urban art or something, but because it does have the graffiti roots, but we do not want to limit ourselves to any kind of genre. So we're just basically playing around and having fun.
And for 7 years you do it together.
Right.
And you do the sketching for Herakut, and then you do a lot of the graphic work. You went to the Bauhaus. I mean, you have quite an interesting graphic background.
I got it, but I didn't use it so much in our work. I make if we work together, I make the realistic details, the effects in the eyes or the textiles and things like this.
Right, and they're very realistic. I mean, this happens to be a beautiful shot, if you can see it, of dogs, and it's of a dog and a cat, and it's just beautiful. Oh, look at the dog's eyes. And you do that with spray paint. Now, Justin, tell us about having this as part of your gallery show at 941 Geary.
Yeah, well, Jan, the original idea, like I said before, for 941 Geary was to bring very well-known, popular international artists from around the world that specialize in street art and spray can art. And Herakut is a perfect example of the reason I opened this gallery in the first place. And they're both amazing artists, and they're both surgeons with a spray can.
God, surgeons with a spray can. Did you ever think this is how your art would go, Jasmine, would be a spray can?
I mean, I'm just a storyteller, so any medium is fine, and as long as I can put a message out there to enrich other people's minds, you know, just a little something that keeps them thinking, you know, whatever medium. So.
Well, yes, absolutely, and this keeps you thinking. This is one that's in Tel Aviv, is that right?
That's right, yes.
And it looks like it speaks to children. Is that something you do on purpose?
It's a question where we paint, and in this spot we got the feeling children are our audience there, and that's the reason why we we work for them. This way,
yeah, great. And so do you get all messy and messed up? When you work with spray can, it must come in your face, you have to work with, how does that work?
Well, we look at like construction workers at the end of the day, and we feel like that too, with the back pain and all that, but it's worth it.
Well, where's the Broadway musical about spray painters? And this is, well, you can't really call yourself, you're too much artists to just say you're spray painters. You're artists who use spray paint as a medium, and the people who have the buildings feel probably beautified by them. And do they you have to get permission to, you know, to do it, and then they stay on the buildings, is that right?
Right, and it's different sorts of buildings, different sorts of commissions that we do, and just for fun too. We used to do a lot of workshops with teenagers, and we were the cool ones actually, but you know, not too far out there in the elite art section. So it's like graffiti is sort of the connection, the bridge.
Right. It illuminates real life, and it celebrates it, and you can see it all, right?
You can see it all at 941 Geary.
Let's tell people how they can be a part of the world of Herakut. Herakut is very exciting art. It brings it all alive, and it connects you to the normal world and makes it just a little more exciting. So Herakut is April 21st to March 29th, 941 Geary in San Francisco. Log on, terrific website, www.941geary.com. That's terrific. And here's a few DVDs if you'd like to rent something very unusual, because art is also cinema, and that would be Shame and A Dangerous Mind. Both of them star Michael Fassbender.